three different points we can make to disprove the ever popular pre-tribulation rapture belief. I believe in a rapture, but I believe the timing is pre-wrath, about 4 years into the 7-year period described here in Daniel 9:27. Daniel 9:27 gives us 3 points. It gives us pre, mid, and post right here, and it's called 1 week, not called the 7-year tribulation. He who is the Antichrist shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and oblation to cease for the overspreading of abominations. He shall make it desolate. Jesus is not going to cause an abomination, even until the consummation at the end of the 7-year period, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate, or the desolator, the Antichrist, because Christ is going to come and consume that wicked with the spirit of his mouth, the Bible says. And we know that he will be in power for 42 months, according to Revelation chapter 13. So we know that he has to come in the middle and die at the end. So that takes care of a lot of other issues we can cover another time. All we have to do is prove that the abomination is in the center of the 7-year period, and the Great Tribulation begins there and goes to the last 3.5 years. Matthew chapter 24:36 tells us, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." So everybody that believes in a rapture believes that that verse is talking about the rapture. That's a very huge defense of us not knowing the day of the rapture. So Matthew chapter 24 is talking about the rapture, not the return of Christ. There's nothing in chapter 24 that indicates a coming back onto the earth. In fact, it says the exact opposite. But let's take a look here. Verse 15, Matthew 24, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand." Verse 21 says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." This is the great tribulation that starts after the abomination of desolation comes. And over in verse 29, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days represents the great tribulation, second half, "shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he, Jesus, shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." Mark 13:27 says, "Earth to heaven." So here it's from heaven to heaven. And Luke 21 says, "Lift up your heads, look up, lift up your heads, your redemption draweth nigh." All three of these of the exact same story, all end up in heaven, never ending on earth. So if we already agreed this is the rapture, it's happening after the center of the 7-year period.